Traditionally, onshore oil and gas operations have been driven by manpower and non-integrated systems. Lease operators in most upstream companies arbitrarily drive their routes, visiting sites daily, regardless of any information necessitating a visit. They perform manual, time-consuming tasks like gauging and working tanks to make saleable loads and visually inspecting their own and third-party equipment. As such, skilled manpower is poorly optimized, leaving neighboring colleagues overburdened during critical events. These low-tech systems rely on the personal responsibility of individual operators, and opportunities for accidents are aplenty, leaving room for vast improvements in the way of safety, innovation, and modernization. The technological advances adopted by other industrial disciplines have cast a stark light on the antiquated practices of the energy sector. Walmart pioneered just-in-time inventory. Netflix has revolutionized how we watch TV. Uber has turned the taxi industry on its head. The headlines are clear. Change is on the horizon. What some might think is a ways off in the future is actually closer at hand. BP is already doing its part to follow Walmart, Netflix, and Uber, but in oil and gas. IST's partnership with Lower 48 to bring Andium technology into the field is propelling us toward fully automated systems that effectively integrate data from many sources, minimizing human interaction with producing sites and its inherent risks, and maximizing efficiency and safety. Even when manned local visits can't be avoided, achieving maximum on-site efficiency is becoming a reality. What is Andium? Andium offers a platform to fully leverage the Internet of Things by bringing the ability to write a proprietary operating system onto the smallest, low-power pieces of hardware, in our case, sensors, and streamlining information flow across the data stream to traditional outputs like mobile and PCs, like putting Android on a simple phone, dramatically increasing the functionality of the phone by enabling it to use third-party programs and systems that it could not connect to previously. Andium allows for unlike devices to communicate with each other over the operating system installed on each device. We now have the ability to break the stranglehold of traditional oil field automation solution providers and economically move out of archaic low or no-tech and mature assets to leapfrog the prevailing standards. Working with Andium, we are already digitizing the oil field. Our trial in L48's Midcon business unit has already brought numerous insights and advantages. With Andium, we have created a new RTU for well site computing and telemetry, our Edge device. The old RTUs were manufactured by a few providers, whose sole strategy was to create captive markets and thereby hold producers hostage. Our Edge device leverages modern processors and wireless technology to enjoy significant improvements in flexibility and ease of programming. Operators and optimizers can program well site functionalities from the office, their truck, or even on their smartphone. Wireless communication from sensors or nodes to edge increases the amount and variety of devices around the well that can transmit data that improves reliability and functionality in the event of a lightning strike, as each device on location is isolated. LTE connection offers real-time data submission when required, and batch data at cheap transmission windows when timeliness of data is less important. It also removes the daisy chain of radio towers and repeaters that were prone to failure. Security is significantly enhanced using NIST 2030 standards that meet the requirement of government agencies and financial institutions, even central banks. All with a production cost a small fraction of the going retail prices of the incumbents. We identified a need for improved connectivity in very remote areas and came up with a challenge for Andium to solve this. They sourced routers, which we mounted in trucks to grab and amplify LTE signals in traditional dead zones. The routers have effectively turned operators' trucks into mobile offices, providing incredible enhancements in efficiency and productivity. Morning meetings can now be held in the field, with each operator video conferencing in from his or her truck. Systems run much faster and easier from a laptop in the truck versus a mobile phone. SIM cards from multiple providers can be installed to ensure service in all areas. In fact, this could become a compelling alternative to traditional brick-and-mortar field offices. Andium has helped us discover that often a much cheaper, more capable sensor can do the job of what the industry views as standard equipment. Andium proposed an alternative acoustic sensor. Guided wave radars used to have issues with oil buildup, requiring removal and cleaning. not to mention needlessly shutting in wells if a false reading resulted in a high tank alarm. The acoustic sensor solves this and is also capable of transmitting data to the edge wirelessly, all at about 1/3 of the cost of the old guided wave radar. We have also worked with Andium to be able to more actively monitor third-party equipment on our locations. Oftentimes, we rent compressors, generators, pump jacks as required, and historically, data around their performance has been pretty much a black box. Third parties would only provide data upon our request. Through a simple sensor on Andium's platform, we are now able to monitor all third-party devices in real time. This allows not only for more robust data on uptimes and savings on usage costs, we can now move toward employing predictive maintenance and stopping problems before they start. This also highlights the flexibility of the Andium platform, as the monitoring device, a magnetometer, can be connected wirelessly to an edge or piped into a traditional RTU through direct output. All of these improvements are displayed through a drastically improved user interface. Personnel are no longer required to click through hundreds of locations to manually search for issues or outliers, and have the ability to incorporate other data feeds and run trend analysis with numerous inputs, like weather versus tank levels, pressure versus production, production versus compressor uptime, and etc. Through the adoption of the Andium platform and smart technologies, BP will maximize value across asset fields and become the technological leader in oil and gas. This is only the tip of the iceberg. In addition to what we've already found in L48, applications for Andium technology are readily apparent across the value chain in the rest of upstream, midstream, and downstream. Wind and emissions are other potential targets. With Andium, we have a unique opportunity to be the industry standard, the potential of which is staggering.